Hello my friends from the Dodge Durango and Dakota Club. Today I'm going to be showing you a small tutorial video because most of us who own a second generation Dodge Durango SUV have this problem with the head unit. From one moment to another, the unit stops receiving both AM and FM stations. When you turn it on, you can't tune any FM or AM stations, so it's useless. We can push buttons and nothing will happen. Now, there are two ways we can solve this. The first solution is quite simple. All you need is to connect a small battery radio to the auxiliary input of the head unit by means of a regular cable with jack connectors on each end. That's where you plug in the cable. One of the cable ends goes there and the other one in the battery radio. As you can see, we can now hear FM stations with fairly good quality. However, this is not the best solution. The second option is to replace the original head unit by an aftermarket one, which in my opinion is pretty good quality. In order to carry out the replacement job, the first thing we have to do is to remove this trim. It is very easy. You remove a few screws and then you pry off carefully. It is not difficult to remove this from the clips in the back that keep it in place. Once removed, we put it aside and that will leave us room to work. The next thing is to remove 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws that hold the unit in place. Obviously, before doing anything, what you have to do is to shut off the contact and why not, remove the key, just in case. Now we can remove these 4 screws. Okay, so we have removed the screws and now pull out the head unit from its cradle. In the back, we can see there are 3 harness connectors, 3 terminals if you will. On the right, we see the antenna connector, in the center is the reversing camera connector, and the other one is the harness that connects the powers, speakers, and so forth. By the way, the head unit we're going to use is very much affordable in comparison with the original head unit. Everything you need to connect it comes in the package. Don't be scared by the number of cables and connectors. It is not difficult to connect them. In the back of the head unit, you have a series of input slots, and each one is suitable for one single cable. It is impossible to connect terminals that don't match. It's like if you try to connect an HDMI cable into a USB terminal, it's simply impossible. It won't fit. So we're ready to do the install. But first, we have to run one of these cables with a female USB end to the glove compartment. Remember the 3 terminals I disconnected from the original head unit? Well, now we're going to use the small one for the antenna and the big gray one for the power and speaker connections. The white terminal won't be used. Okay, so we have connected the terminals. The head unit is placed accordingly. Now we have to put back the 4 screws we removed at the beginning. The only thing left to do is to put back this plastic trim in place so everything looks fine. And that's it. The only thing that's pending is the installation of the reversing camera. I have to run a cable all the way to the back of the SUV. And the idea is to conceal it, so that's going to take a little longer. I'm going to do that some other time. In the meantime, let's check the head unit to see if it works. It takes a few seconds to turn on. Let's do it in real time. As you can see, you can set a custom logo. And that comes the Android launcher. And finally, there's the FM tuner, properly working with a great sound. That has been our installation of the Hispo Android head unit in a second generation Dodge Durango SUV. Thanks for watching.